Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm making my predictions for the upcoming NXT TakeOver Toronto card. A card that on paper has 5 great matches and will all have us questioning why we're wasting our time on Sunday with a 27-hour show. When this one will have 5 great matches and be 2.5 to 3 hours, and the show on Sunday will have 9 to 30 matches and be 6 to 12 hours. All in all, we know this is going to be the best WWE card of the weekend, where SummerSlam, Raw, and SmackDown won't compare when it's all said and done in Toronto. So we're going to get right into predictions for NXT TakeOver Toronto. Match number 1 will be for the NXT Tag Team titles, and we'll see the Street Profits defend their titles against the Undisputed Era of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Now, in these two teams, this match is going to start off TakeOver with a bang, and we'll all be saying this is the greatest match we've seen in a long time. And with the Street Profits being on Monday Night Raw and being more pitchmen to say what was going on the show and what they think, I think they'll be getting a bigger role in the main roster, and this will be their NXT swan song. And I think the Undisputed Era take back the NXT Tag Team titles here. I have a feeling how this show will be, and I feel like the Undisputed are kicking off the night taking the tag team titles back. We'll start planting the seeds to where this could be an Undisputed night where every member has a piece of gold. And in the next 2 matches where an Undisputed Era member will have a chance at gold or keeping gold, everyone will be thinking, will they have all the gold by the end of the night? But I think someone's going to come up short. More on that later. So now on to match number 2. And match number 2 will be our first of 2 women's matches on the card, and it'll feature Candice LeRae taking on Io Shirai. What a difference a TakeOver makes. Last TakeOver, these two were friends battling against the evil forces of Shayna Baszler and her 2 goons. And now, in the months later, Io Shirai turned on Candice LeRae after a cage match saying she doesn't need help anymore. And I think, with this being the first TakeOver for heel Io Shirai, I think she'll get the job done here and beat Candice LeRae. To get a hot new heel in NXT, they're going to have to start with a bang, and Io Shirai getting the win here will do that. And as we can probably see, Shayna Baszler may be gone, she may be staying. So who's the next person that could fill in that spot? And that'll be Io Shirai, just taking over and start smashing people left and right, where she probably finally gets on her way and takes the NXT Women's Championship that she couldn't get when she had friends, and she's going to do it all by herself. So now on to match number 3. Match number 3 will be a triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship, and that'll feature the Velveteen Dream defending his title against Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. I feel going into this TakeOver card, if you had to pick one person who you feel is the most ready or the most likely to get called up out of anyone on the card, I think the Velveteen Dream is the guy, and I think he will be losing the NXT North American Championship here. So that leaves Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. Between the two, if it was me booking this, I would give Roderick Strong the title, because I like to see all members of one group potentially all having gold. But as we've seen in the WWE, it doesn't really seem like anyone in charge likes doing that. So where they have the world title, the mid-card title, and the tag team titles. And I think Pete Dunne is going to win the NXT North American Championship here. I feel Pete Dunne is ready to move to proper NXT here and get out of NXT UK. Pete Dunne has set NXT UK up decently and is now going to move over to NXT proper here to start having fresh new matches and be more of a presence on the US version of the show. I can see him having a longer feud with Roderick Strong. I can see him trying to go through every member of the Undisputed Era. I could see him having the Velveteen Dream send-off match after this TakeOver, maybe 2 or 3 weeks after their show, and Velveteen Dream's up to the main roster. I could see him having an elongated feud with Johnny Gargano over the North American Championship to maybe say who's the best out of them. And I think a feud with him and Kushida is going to be something that people will be raving about for years after it happens. So I think Pete Dunne is coming over the North American NXT and will be the North American Champion. So now on to the co-main event of the evening. And that'll be for the NXT Women's Championship, and we'll see Shayna Baszler defending the title against Mia Yim. This is my weekly, quarterly, whatever these takeovers are on now. It's time to say Shayna Baszler is getting called up and she's going to lose here. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Shayna Baszler will retain her NXT Women's Championship in this match. I just don't know what force will be able to stop Shayna Baszler. I feel like it needs to be a group of people that's taking out Shayna Baszler and all of her goons here, so then it's even for the one person to win, but I just don't see who that is yet. Mia Yim doesn't have anyone in her corner. I thought Io Shirai would be the one where she'd have Candice LeRae and maybe a Bianca Belair in there, but as we've seen, Io Shirai's on her own just trying to smash people now, and I think Shayna Baszler gets the job done here. Mia Yim probably gets distracted and then gets choked out here, and Shayna Baszler will retain the title. So now on to the main event of the evening, and that'll be for the NXT Championship, and it'll be a 2 out of 3 falls match, and we'll see Adam Cole Baby defending his title against Johnny Gargano. With these two being tied at 2 pinfalls apiece on takeovers, with Gargano winning 2-1 at the first match, and Cole winning at TakeOver 25, winning 1-0, with that being only a 1 fall to a finish match. This will definitely be the decider of this feud, and this will wrap it up here. And I think the way to wrap this feud up is Adam Cole retains the NXT Championship. As I stated before, I would like to see every member of the Undisputed Era have gold around their waist, having their own thing, not just swapping the tag team titles around. And I think with Adam Cole winning here, we could potentially see into some dissension and the end of Roderick Strong being in the group to where he starts feuding with Adam Cole. Now, I don't know where this will leave Gargano. He could get called up. I don't like that idea. It seems people are just confused right now. Like, Buddy Murphy was just on SmackDown, and he's been on the main roster, I feel like, for 3 months now. We've seen 1 match, if that. So I think Gargano getting called up won't be happening. I can see maybe Gargano starting this whole I'm restarting my NXT career kind of thing, where he finds either a new tag partner or Tommaso Ciampa's cleared DIY returns and reunites, and they go for the tag titles. Then after they win those and defend them for a couple of months and then lose them, he moves on to the NXT North American Championship. He wins that, keeps it on his own, defends that for a little bit, then loses it, and then he moves up to the NXT title, where who could be waiting for him? Either his nemesis Adam Cole or his former friend, now enemy again, Tommaso Ciampa, waiting for him with that NXT title. And then he finally hits the mountain and wins the NXT title again and holds it for a substantial amount of time this go around. So either way, Johnny Gargano's going to have a lot of branches that he can climb to get back and go through to NXT or to the main roster. So that'll do it for my NXT TakeOver Toronto predictions. Leave your thought in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and go watch those SummerSlam predictions if you've seen this one before that. And as always, thanks for watching.